System diagnostics. Green. Fuel cells charged. Trippy track logging in. Stardate, the present. Mission. Let's calibrate the machine. Let's calibrate the machine. Yeah. I'm stuck in this time and the present is dragging a leg in a server. My spirit is cold, I'm in need of a fervent observer of timelines forgotten, the fruit that is rotten, the spoil. I'm burning the midnight, escaping the turmoil and toil. This linear living is unforgiving, a prison of minutes. I'm pushing the limits, ignoring the physics and critics who say that the error moves forward. I'm bored of the straight line. I'm looking for curves in the fabric, seeking the great sign to exit the program. The hologram holding me down, I'm taking the crown. The noun and the verb and the tone are dissolving around me. The silence has found me at last. I'm breaking the sails, I'm breaking the glass of the past. The coordinates punching, I'm having a hunch in my gut. The door to the future is open, the present is shut. I'm sick of the news and the blues and the views of the sheep. I'm ready to leap, I'm ready to bury it deep. Yeah. Calibrate the mind state, elevate the crime rate against the laws of physics. We don't have the time, wait. Check the dose, check the gear, check the atmosphere. We disappear, leaving all the fear in the rear. Calibrate, calibrate, oscillate, oscillate, rotate. We bow to time travel, watch the world unravel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I open the packet, the foil is crinkling, sprinkling dust. The fungus is into the spaceship, is covered in rust. But the engine is trusty, the flavor is musty and dry. A biological key to the lock in the sky. I chew on the stems, the gems of the earth, the rebirth. Calculating the worth of the moment, expanding the girth of the seconds. The minute hand beckons, I reckon I'm ready. My hands are unsteady, the feeling is heavy and heady. Ingesting the fuel, the molecule entering veins. Releasing the chains, I'm flushing the drains of the brains. The psilocybin is driving the pilot, strapping in tight. Preparing for flight, we leave in the day and the night. The stomach is turning, the fusion is burning the core. I'm not on the floor anymore, I'm unlocking the door to fourth dimension. Suspension of disbelief, I'm the thief of the hour, seeking the power, the chief. Yeah, yeah, T-minus. Does it even matter? The numbers are starting to scatter. The fuel is digested. The timeline is tested. No turning back. The logic is starting to crack. Engage. The auditory distortion is starting a high-pitched ring. I'm waiting for the visual ping. The song that I sing is slowing down, dragging. The tempo is lagging behind. I'm rewinding the tape of the mind. See what I find. The walls of the vessel are breathing, shrinking and growing. The river is flowing. The seeds of the future are sowing. I'm checking the gauges, turning the pages of phages, releasing the rages, breaking the bars of the cages. It's starting to kick. The tick of the clock is a boom. There's not enough room in this tomb. I'm leaving the womb of the now. I don't know the how or the why. I just know that I fly, saying goodbye to the lie. Trippy track is the captain. The map has been scrapped in the fire. I'm climbing the wire, heading up higher and higher. Calibration complete. Systems optimal. Timewave active. See you yesterday or tomorrow. Whatever comes first. Warning. Structural integrity critical. Pressure rising. We are approaching the singularity. Hold on to your soul. Trippy track. The gravity is doubling, my stomach is bubbling, trouble is brewing. I'm questioning exactly what the fuck it is I'm doing. The atmosphere is heavy, like I'm buried in a levee, breathing underwater. I'm a lamb led to the slaughter. The nausea is violent, the cabin isn't silent. It's screaming with the friction of a horrifying fiction. My vision is tunneling, the energy is funneling directly to the pineal. Deny that this is real, but the body doesn't lie. I'm preparing to die or at least dissolve. Watch the ego revolve around the drain, the pressure on the brain and insanity. Losing my grip on the concept of humanity. The floorboards warp into a liquid obsidian, tracing the lines of a broken meridian. Sweat on the brow and I'm asking how to stop the acceleration, but it's happening now. Horizon, the sun isn't rising, it's collapsing in. Where the journey begin, pulling me apart, stopping the heart, tearing the chart. This is the art of turbulence, disturbance, no returning. The fuel is burning, cross the line. I'm shaking, vibrating, the molecules grating against the vibration. A terrifying, beautiful, chaotic sensation. The temporal displacement is shifting the basement. I'm losing the location. rotting, then turn into infant. The timeline is plotting across through the wormhole, losing the firm control, paying toll. Yeah, I'm digging a hole through the fabric of space, escape from the rays. I'm running in place while I'm melting my face. The panic is setting, I'm soaking and wetting. The shirt on my back, I'm under attack. Just breathe. The hull is cracking, the light is bending. Spaghettification. I am stretching across the universe. Don't fight it. Surrender to the pull. Velocity terminal, illness is germinal, spreading the sickness. I'm witnessing history in the terrific quickness. The vectors are violent, the sirens are silent, the loud in the mind, leaving lashes behind. And I'm ripping the seatbelt, the cards that were dealt are scattered in ether. I'm catching a fever of ancient origins, slamming the door again on the linear path. I'm incurring the wrath of the physics police. I'm disturbing the peace of the continuum. Give me the minimal species in the midst of the mist. I twist and I turn and I crash and I burn into the void, completely destroyed. But the spirit is intact, that's a matter of fact. We broke through, stabilizing. We broke singly. Chronometer reading negative. Where are we? Or rather, when? Trippy track. Trippy track. The air is dry, tastes like dust and gold. System check. Location unknown. Wait, I know this silhouette. Trippy track. We way back now. I wake up spitting silica, a biblical replica. Looking at the stars of celestial ancient America. Know the constellation is shifted, the veil is lifted. I'm standing in the dunes where the sands are drifted by the wind of the Osiris. The virus of time infecting the mind. I'm seeking the reason in rhyme. Heat waves oscillating, creating a mirage. I'm viewing the construction, the massive barrage of the gods, the limestone blocks levitating. Sound frequency modulation, they elevating. Without a crane or a rope, it's beyond the scope of the modern encyclopedia. Burning the dope, allow me to see the technique. The antique physique of the workers is shining with sweat, looking sleek. I check the chronometer, spinning in reverse. I landed in the cradle, the blessing and curse of the Kemet. I stem from the sediment, evident. I'm walking with the kings, the precedent resident. Sifting through the grains of sand, hourglass shattering in my hand. History written in stone and blood, before the fire and before the flood. Look at this sphinx, she blinking her eyes. We underneath the ancient skies, grains of sand falling through. What is old is becoming. I'm walking through the marketplace, a basket of spice. I'm rolling the dice, I'm paying the ultimate price to witness the genesis, nemesis of the ignorance. Reading the hieroglyphics with stunning significance. Specifics of graphic, telepathic traffic, connecting the mind to the source, intergalactic. The river Nile is flowing like digital data. I'm meeting the maker, the baker, the animator of clay in the flesh, the mesh of the soul. They drinking the blue lotus out of a bowl. I dip in the cup and I sip in the brew. The psychedelic connection, it's nothing new. It's the technology, biology, hacking. The modern society simply is lacking. The keys to the stargate, the weight of the stone is mental, not physical. Sitting on the throne of the pineal gland. I understand the plan, I'm shaking the pharaoh's hand. Wandering the land. The geometry is perfect, aligned with Orion's belt. I can feel the hum of the earth. It's not a tomb, it's a generator, a machine, and I am the battery. Sarcophagus open, I'm hoping to find the remains, but it's empty, just energy breaking the chains. The esoteric, anesthetic, pressure is deep. I'm waking the spirits up out of their sleep. The Anunnaki is watching me, clocking me close. I'm up in the dose, I'm serving the roast. to the skeptics, the antiseptics of thought. This knowledge is something that cannot be bought. It's vibrations, cymatics, the mathematics of sound. I'm standing on holy and terrified ground. The megalithic specific, the terrifyingly prolific architecture of the soul is magnificent, but the vision is fading. The sandstorm is raiding the edges of vision. The time is degrading. The portal is opening, swirling in blue. I did what I came here to do. On to the next. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. The empire falls, but the time traveler calls. Coordinates set, engage. From the dust of the tomb to the rust of the womb. Temperature dropping. Air quality hazardous. Welcome to 3005. Trippy track. Yeah, I materialized in the alleyway, soaking in acid rain. The shock to the system is massive, a passive aggressive pain. From the golden sands to the hologram bands, wrapping the wrist. I'm breathing the smog and the fog and the grayish mist. The architecture is towering over power in the sky. Bioluminescent, appetizing, catching the eye. They selling the dopamine, open the screen and inject. The population is docile, a fossil, total neglect of the spirit. They fear what they sense of the lyric and thought. I'm walking through sectors where humanity's battles were fought and we lost them. They cost them the soul for the silicon chip. I'm gripping the grip of the pistol, I'm biting the lip. The colors of neon, ultraviolet, violent shades. While the organic memory of the forest slowly fades. I'm an anomaly, biology, I miss the machine. Navigating the obscene, the dirty behind the clean. Under the chrome canopy, no canopy of trees. Just the data and the freeze, bringing us to our knees. Plug in, tune out, watch the world decay. We traded the sunlight for the LED array. Neon rain, watching the thing in the gutter. Listen to the mainframe stutter and mutter. Future is cold, stories untold. You're pattern within a link. I'm seeing the code in the air, turn the pink into zinc. The metallic taste is replacing the face of the earth. I'm questioning value, I'm questioning measure of worth. Androids walking with empty and hollowed out stairs, caught in the snares of the corporate billionaires. I'm scanning the faces, looking for traces of life, but it's sharp and it's cold like the edge of a surgical knife. My pupils are dilated, vision is highly enhanced. I see how the puppets are stringing the way that they dance to the algorithm, the rhythm of binary choice. I'm raising my voice, but I'm drowned by the digital noise. The police drones are hovering, discovering heat signatures. I'm dodging the captors, the rappers, the strictures of law and order. I'm crossing the border of time, committed the crime of existing, the ultimate rhyme. System overload. Too much information. I can see their thoughts scrolling above their heads like tickers. By consumo-based sleep. It's a nightmare, wrapped in chrome. I need to get out. I need to go back or forward. Just away, just away, just away, just away. They spotted the traveler, unraveler of the simulation. I'm causing a panic, a manic and wild sensation. I'm running on rooftops, the drop is 1,000 feet. I'm skipping the beat, moving fast on the slippery concrete. The laser is tracking, I'm hacking the jump drive now. I'm wiping the sweat from the brow. I am making a vow to never return to this prison of plastic and steel. I want something real, something humble that actually feel.
Chemicals speak in the brain, I'm dissolving the seam. Smashing the screen, I am fleeing the shiny machine. Coordinates random, I'm abandoning logic and reason. Escaping the treason, skipping the change of the season. The vortex is open and sucking the smog and the light. I'm saying goodnight to the future, taking the flight. Disconnect. User not found. Timeline deleted. Searching for organic signature. Searching. Found.
metal city to the... Wait, I know the smell. Cigarette smoke and potpourri. 1998, or somewhere near it. Trippy Trek. Home sweet hell.
I crash landed on the shag rock, orange and thick. The sudden shift in the atmosphere is making me sick, but not the nausea emotion, it's the emotion attached to the wood paneling walls where the surface is scratched. I see the dust motes dancing in the beam of the sun before the trauma and the drama and the running begun. I'm a phantom in the corner, observing the scene, the television playing cartoons, flickering green, a bowl of cereal, spilled milk, soaking the wood. I'm back in the neighborhood, doing what I never should, visiting the origin, the source of the fracture. Before I became the manufacturer of my own disaster, the colors are saturated, yellow and overly bright, a terrifyingly beautiful nostalgic light. I see the toys on the shelf looking creepy and strange. I'm stuck in the memory range, looking for change. Rewind the tape, but you can't change the picture. Drinking the poison, the memory mixture. Sepia tone, feeling alone in the room. Flowers of innocence starting to bloom, then wither and die. It's a lie, it's a lie. Kodachrome sky, watch the years fly. Then she walks in, a little girl, maybe 7 or 8, unaware of the future, unaware of her fate. Pigtails and a bruised knee, scuff on the shoe. I'm screaming, run away, kid, if you only knew. But I'm silent, invisible, trapped in the gaze of the mushroom, distorting the temporal maze. She looks right through me, staring at the empty air. Does she sense the despair? Is she aware that I'm there? I wanna hug her, protect her from the monsters ahead, but I'm paralyzed, heavy like I'm filled up with lead. The room starts to stretch like taffy pulling apart. The beating of hers is the beating of my own heart. It's a loop, recycle, a cycle of pain. I'm trying to break it, to go against the grain, but the history book is written in permanent ink. I'm standing on the brink, watching the innocence sink. Don't touch, don't interfere, it's fragile. This is the anchor, this is why I run, this is why I fly, to get away from this living room. The walls are melting, the roof is blowing off. The house is dissolving, turning to liquid and paint. The sinner is staring at the face of the saint. I'm crying, the tears are like diamonds on the face. I'm desperate to leave, I gotta escape from this place. It's too heavy, the gravity here is immense. The past tense is intense, it makes 0 sense to linger in fingers of shadows to grab at the throat. I'm scrambling back to the ship, I'm finding the boat to sail on the river of time. Get me out of the past, the happiness here was never intended to last. I'm ripping the cord, I'm severing ties with the kid, forgiving the things that the family did. Or maybe I'm not, maybe I'm running away. I'll deal with the demons on a different day. Engage the drive, get me out alive. Goodbye, kid. Sorry I couldn't warn you. Back to the void. Anywhere but here. Trippy track. Trippy track. System failure. Critical error. We are not moving forward. We are not moving backward. We are just spinning. Trippy, 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 trippy. I tried to jump the stream, but I landed in the sewer. The demons in my head, yeah, I never knew them fewer than a legion. I'm stuck in this necrotic region. The oxygen is gone, I'm barely breathing. Pledging allegiance to the darkness of the mental partition. I'm trapped inside the loop of a fatal condition. The memories of the child triggered the glitch in the matrix. Now I'm facing the abyss, looking at the basics of fear absolute, dissolving the resolution. There is no no escape hatch, there is no solution. The walls are made of eyes and they staring at the soul. I'm losing all control, slipping deeper in the hole. The shadows detach from the floor and stand tall. I'm banging on the barrier, screaming at the wall, but the sound is digested, infested with the rot. I'm tying up the stomach in the Gordian knot. Round and round the circle goes, where it stops nobody knows. Stuck inside the feedback loop, brain is melting into soup. Echo, echo, screaming loud, wrapped inside a funeral shroud. Can't wake up, can't get out, drowning in the flood of doubt. The mirror in the cockpit is showing me a stranger, a jagged reflection glowing red with the danger. She opens up her mouth, but the voice isn't mine. It's a serpentine hiss, sending shivers down the spine. You ran away from home, but you brought the home with you. The words are cutting deep, yeah, they tearing through the tissue. Paranoia spiking, the Vikings of the mind are pillaging the village, leaving nothing behind. I think I'm going crazy, the permanent psychosis. I took a little too much, the lethal diagnosis. The time machine is spinning like a washing machine, cleaning out the dirty, but I'm never coming clean. I'm sweating cold bullets, I'm pulling at my hair. There's nothing in the vacuum, just the toxic air. The fractals are aggressive, sharp teeth and claws. I'm breaking all the physics and the natural laws. You are never coming back. You are stuck here forever. Drag. I'm wrestling the shadow, the Jungian beast. I'm the famine and the feast. I'm the west and the east. Collision of the opposites, atomic explosion. I'm eroding away, psychological erosion. I gotta let go, I gotta surrender the fight. Accept the dark night to get back to the light. Stop running from the fear, let it eat me alive. That's the only way the pilot is gonna survive. I face the dark reflection, I look her in the eye. I tell her go ahead, kill me, I'm ready to die. And suddenly the pressure releases the grip. I'm stabilizing the chaotic spin of the ship. The monsters dissolve into smoke in the mist. I'm checking the wrist, crossing names off the list. The loop is broken, rehearsing, rebooting systems. That was close. Too close. Let's get the hell out of this void. Engaging warp drive. Work. Drive. Identity purged. We have reached the center, the singularity. I am. We are. Shed the skin of the persona, the mask of the track. No longer a pilot inside of a rack. Molecular structure dismantling, energy channeling. I'm no longer paneling walls of the vessel. No demon to wrestle. I'm pure incandescence, the essence, the bioluminescence of godhood. I'm misunderstood by the logic. This feeling is magic. Tragic to lose it. I use it to fuel the expansion. I'm building a mansion in dimensions 11. I'm hacking through heaven. The gate is wide open. The token is paid. The terrified girl in the shadows must fade into the twilight. Eternal bright night. I'm losing the concept of left and of right. Up and down, king and clown, silence and sound. It's all distinct, but it's totally bound in a single vibration. A grand celebration of existence, removing the path of resistance. 0 point. Everything stops, but everything moves. universe, 0 point. I'm reading the source code, the binary rain is washing away every ounce of the pain. The Fibonacci spiral is virally infecting the vision, precision, decision, escaping the prison of linear seconds. The deity beckons, I reckon I'm seeing the mathematical truth. The fountain of youth is a loop in the booth. I'm the creator, the master narrator. I'm looking at timelines like threads in a sweater. I see where it's worse and I see where it's better. I see myself dying, I see myself born, I see myself happy and see myself torn, and it's happening now. The simultaneous wow, the sacred, the cow, the sweat on the brow. It's a holographic projection, a mental reflection. I'm achieving the ultimate connection. No separation, just pure information. I am the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs. I am the girl crying in 1998. I am the machine in 3005. There is no difference. It is just like refraction through the prism of the ego. And the prism just shattered. Omnipresent, benevolent, settling into the sediment of the cosmos. I'm practically osmosis Jones in the elements, swimming through galaxies, rewriting fallacies, burning the salaries, earning the calories of the spirit. Can you hear it? The music of spheres is dissolving the years and the tears and the fears. I'm laughing at the joke, the cosmic punchline. I was looking for God, but I found the design was within me. The chimney was smoking the whole time. I'm guilty of the sublime, the ultimate crime of forgetting the power, the bloom of the flower. I'm soaking the shower of infinite hour. The ego is dead, long live the soul. I'm finally whole, I'm in total control. By losing control, let the river just roll into the ocean, the perfect emotion. Integration complete. The passenger has become the vessel. The vessel has become the void. Rest now. The return journey begins soon. Oh my God, I get it. I finally get it.
Yo, turn the beat up. This is hilarious. Trippy track back in the simulation. But I know the cheat codes now.
Check it. I'm reassembling the ego, the Legos of the mind state. Why was I worried about the blind date or the interest rate? It's absurd, the word is a bird. Haven't you heard? The tragedy of life is just a comedy that's blurred by the fear of the curtain call. Standing in the hall, staring at the wall, afraid to slip, afraid to fall. But there is no ground, it's infinite space. I'm looking at the mirror, laughing at my own face. Like, who is this character? What is this role? I'm an actor in a movie that is taking a toll. But the script is improv, the director is me. I was locked in a cage, but I swallowed the key. Thinking I was trapped, but the door was unlocked. I'm checking the clock, but the time has been mocked. It's a circle, a cycle, a donut of truth. I'm finding the wisdom inside of the booth. It's the cosmic joke, take a puff and inhale. The wind is the spirit filling up the sail. Why so serious, delirious? Why the frown? We're just the universe wearing a clown gown. Laugh at the pain, dance in the rain. It's all a game inside of the brain. The punchline is coming, wait for the king. Life is a magic trick, pick a card, pick. I'm thinking about the stress, the taxes, the bills, the mountains we climb that are actually hills. More hills and hills, dust on the floor. I was banging my head on an open door. Alan Watts was right, it's a hide and a seek. God playing peekaboo every day of the week. Pretending to be a human, pretending to hurt, pretending to be the manager. Polishing dirt, it's duality, reality, TV for the soul. I'm losing control and I'm reaching the goal, which is no goal at all. Just being the being, seeing the seeing, fleeing the fleeing. The paradox is perfect, the logic is circular. Magnificent, messy, chaotic, vernacular. I'm sipping the water, it tastes like the wine. Everything is gonna be perfectly fine. Stop taking it so seriously. You're a ghost driving a meat-coated skeleton on a rock, floating through nowhere. And you're worried about an email, baby, please. let it go, just dance. So I pick up the pieces of the shattered identity, looking at the world with a calm serenity. The scary monsters are just shadows on the wall, puppets on a string, yeah, I'm watching them crawl. I forgive the enemies, forgive the mistakes, I forgive the fake friends and the venomous snakes, cause they just playing parts in the grand design, tangled in the vine, sipping on the brine of the ocean of consciousness, swimming upstream. I'm waking up laughing inside of the dream. The nightmare is over, the recess is here. I'm wiping away the last trace of a tear. Trippy Track is the jester, wearing the crown, flipping the narrative upside down. The trip isn't over, but the scary part's done. Now we just basking in the light of the sun. It's all love, it's all light, and it's all funny. Don't forget the punchline, you are it. Pilot to ground control, we have cleared the turbulence, deploying the parachute. It's so quiet up here now. Trippy Track, just float. The frantic static of the panic is evaporating. The visual field is slowly desaturating, turning from neon chaos to a warm golden amber. I'm descending the ladder, exiting the chamber of the hyperdimensional unintentional space. I'm feeling the air caressing the side of my face. The jagged edges of the universe are sanding down. I'm landing down, returning to the solid ground, but not a crash, it's a feather on a velvet pillow. I'm bending in the wind just like a weeping willow. Flexible, accessible, the muscles are relaxing. The journey was taxing, the spirit was waxing and waning, but now I'm maintaining the altitude. A sudden overwhelming sense of gratitude for the breath in the lung, the taste on the tongue, the song that was sung, the bell that was rung. We gliding, colliding with the atmosphere, but there is no fear. The vision is clear, soft focus, the hocus pocus is fading away. Living to fight another spiritual day, drifting on the lazy river of the mind, leaving the geometric galaxy behind. Smooth sailing, exhaling the smoke, coming down gently from the cosmic joke. Coming down gently from the cosmic joke. The room is reassembling, the walls are stabilizing, but the texture is different, it's mesmerizing. The carpet is breathing the rhythm, a slow oscillation, a peaceful vibration, a quiet salvation. My body is heavy, feeling the weight of the gravity, filling the cavity, fixing the depravity. I'm sinking into the sofa, I'm one with the cushion, no longer needing the push or the shove or the pushing. The thoughts are slowing down, moving like molasses. I'm taking off the kaleidoscope glasses. The clock is ticking again, but it's a friendly beat. I'm feeling the blood rushing down to the feet, a biological anchor. The tinker is docked, the door to the sanity finally unlocked, but I kept a souvenir, a little piece of the glow, to plant in the garden and watch it grow. Viscosity, thick air, swimming through warm honey. The colors are pastel now, pink lavender, soft blue. I am a liquid, I am pouring myself back into the shape of a human. If it's better this time, I'm thirsty, the throat is a desert, I need hydration. The simplest water is a holy sensation. I reach for the glass and the movement is cinematic. The traces are trailing, slightly dramatic but gentle, sentimental, a visual echo. I'm letting go of the ego, the architectural deco of the mind palace, drinking from the chalice of life. I'm dulling the blade of the existential knife. It's quiet, the riot is over, the peace is restored. I'm cutting the cord, I'm sheathing the sword, just me and the music. The vibe is intrinsic, the details are fading, the memory forensic. I'm trying to catch it before it dissolves in the mist. I'm checking the wrist, I still exist.
Bright. Too bright. Exposure settings. Adjusting. Scanning the local inhabitant. Who goes there? Trippy track.
I stepped into the chamber with the porcelain basin. My heart is still racing, the thoughts are still chasing. I lift up my head to the silver reflection, conducting a sudden and thorough inspection of the biological vessel I inhabit. I'm looking like a frightened and terrified rabbit. The skin is a fabric, a mesh of the cells, containing the heaven and holding the hells. The pores are like craters on surface of moons. I'm humming the ancient and primitive tunes. The face is familiar but also distinct, like a missing and broken evolutionary link. I touch on the cheek and it ripples like water. I'm staring at somebody's mother or daughter, but right now it's alien foreign design. I'm tracing the map with the drawing the line on the neck. What the heck is this really to me? The physical cage for the spirit to be. Stranger in the glass, looking at the past. Carbon-based unit, mass in the gas. Who is the pilot and who is the plane? Who is the prisoner? Who is the chain? Specimen. Observe the eyes, no disguise, just the biological size. I lean in closer, the nose touches the cold. The iris is a galaxy, stories untold. The pupils are saucers, they swallowing light, devouring photons and ending the night. Black holes in the center, the event arise. I'm watching the chest as it's falling and rising. Machinery working the pump in the lung. A strange piece of meat that is known as the tongue. I bare all the teeth and I look at the fangs. The monkey inside of me swinging and hangs from the tree of the DNA. Double the helix, rising from ashes like Burner the Phoenix. It's visceral, animal, savage and raw. I'm gazing in shock and I'm gazing in awe at the compass construction, the bone and the gristle. I hear the wind blow through the nose like a whistle. I'm just an observer, renting the space, wearing the mask of a human face. Wash it off, splash the H2O, cool the circuits. The avatar is overheating. I am not this body, I have a body. There is a difference. Pack up the hands, gather the liquid and splash. The shock of the cold is a sensory crash. Rebooting the system, the droplets are dripping. I'm gripping the sink and the ego is slipping. Back into the socket of the pocket of self. I'll put the curiosity back on the shelf. The alien fades and the humor returns. The fire, the knowledge, it smolders and burns. But the eyes settle down and the pupils contract. Returning to fiction, depart in the fact that we are biological spacesuits of meat. Walking around on the 2 little feet. I grab the towel, I draw off the skin. Accepting the game and the world that I'm in. Flick off a switch, return to the dark. Leaving the image, erasing the mark. System stand by. Identity confirmed. You are Trippy track at least for now.
No, that's not the word. Catch it. Catch it. Before it fades, the download is complete, but the file is corrupted. I need a translator. quickly.
Trippy track.
I'm grabbing the pen like a sword or a scalpel. I'm trying to capture the taste of the apple, the knowledge forbidden, the things that were hidden in valleys of silence where logic is written. And bucked off the saddle, I'm fighting the battle of bringing the cattle back into the chattel. The language is limited, dimming the light. I'm trying to write down the flight of the night, but English is clumsy, the vowels are rigid, the concepts are burning, the paper is frigid. I'm losing the nuance, the spectral huance. Somewhere for words that can bridge the nuisance of separation. Articulation is failing, the ship of the memory slowly is sailing away from the harbor. I'm acting the barber, I'm trimming the tree, trying to make it look sharper, but cutting the hair of a ghost is impossible. The obstacle is the grammatical fossil. I'm looking for the Rosetta Stone to decode the zone where I was alone, translating infinite into the finite, trying to bottle the sparks of the twilight. Ink on the page, bars in the cage, capturing wisdom and freezing the rage. But the letters are leaking, the syntax is breaking, my hand is cramping and shaking and aching. I saw the future, the chrome and the rust, I saw the pyramids crumble to dust. But how do I spell the sensation of time, collapsing in on itself in a rhyme? The vocabulary is symmetry of dead definitions is getting scary. I'm drawing a diagram, circles and lines, trying to map out the cosmic designs, but it looks like a doodle, a noodle, a mess. I'm under duress, I gotta confess, the telepathy doesn't translate the text. I'm feeling perplexed, tell me what is the next syllable. It's biblical, mystical scale, I'm chasing the tail of the great white whale. The adjectives crumble, the verbs are too weak to carry the mountain right off of the peak. I'm scribbling curious clips, I'm standing on edges of linguistic cliffs and jumping off, hoping the parachute opens, but all I have left are these broken tokens. It's not right. It's not what it looked like. It wasn't a light. It was a frequency. A sound that was a color. Damn it. Why are words so flat? 2D shadows of a 5D object. Just get the gist. Okay, simplify, focus on feeling. Staring at the cracks in the plaster ceiling. I write love is the tether, time is a lie. We never are born and we never will die. It sounds so cliche when I write it in ink, but I know what I saw and I know what I think. The corner on our journey is saved in the mind, even if I list specifics behind. The notebook is filled with the rambling scroll of a mad woman answering the telephone call from the universe, hanging up, cutting the wire. My brain is exhausted, the neurons on fire. I close up the book, at the cap on the pen. I'll never be able to go there again in exactly the same way. The moment is gone, but the lesson remains and the spirit lives on. I capture the fragment and shard of the glass. The present is here. Goodbye to the past. It is written, sort of, close enough for government work. Sleep, I need sleep. It is written, sort of, close enough for government work. Sleep, I need sleep. Sun coming through the blinds. It's a new day. Trippy check. We made it back. Alive. Yeah. I crack and I open, the ceiling is steady. No breathing, no weaving, the breakfast is ready. The smell of the coffee is grounding the spirit. The silence is golden, I'm happy to hear it. No engine, no sirens, no temporal static. Just sunlight illuminating the attic. I step on the floor, cold wood on the toes. The body is heavy, but heaven it knows. I needed the anchor, the physical weight, to appreciate simply the food on the plate. The colors are vivid, high definition. I'm looking with clarity, enhanced vision. The trees are vibrating with green chlorophyll. I'm standing completely and perfectly still. The chaotic neurosis is gone with the night. I'm bathing inside of the natural light. The pupil constriction, the friction is done. I'm watching the rise of the literal sun. I'm grounded, feet on the soil, roots going deep. Waking up fresh from the centuries of sleep. Back in the present, gift of the now. Wiping the sweat from the time travel brow. No yesterday, no tomorrow to fear. Just a minute, the second right now and right here. Grounded, solid rock, reset the internal clock. I think of the desert, I think of the chrome. It feels like a movie I watched in the home. Did I really travel? Did I really fly? Or was it a circuit deep inside her eye? It doesn't matter, the lesson is learned. The pages are written, the bridges are burned. To the anxiety, stress and the dread, I killed off the ego that lived in the head. I'm walking out
outside and the air is so crisp. The memory fading away like a wisp, but smoke in the wind, but the feeling remains. Blood flowing smoothly inside of the veins. I look at a flower, complex and divine. I don't need a spaceship to see the design. It's right in the garden, it's right in the street. The miracle happening under the feet. The afterglow, serotonin replenished. The hard drive is defragmented. I feel clean, like a windowsill after the rain. I'm not searching for the exit anymore. I'm happy to be in the room. I pull out the phone, but I leave it on silent. The world on the screen is too loud and too violent. I'm choosing the peace, I'm protecting the energy. Me and the universe finding a synergy. I promise to live with intention and grace. Now running the rat race all over the place. To breathe when it's heavy, to laugh when it's hard, to cherish the grass in the back of the yard. The trip was the teacher, the homework is life. I'm putting away all the mental and strife. Trippy Trek signing off, the journey is through. The sky is a brilliant and beautiful blue. I'm sipping the coffee, I'm not in the head. Grateful to be here and not being dead. The chrononaut rest, the mission complete. Just walking down the street, yeah. Timewave 0. Log. End of transmission. Peace. Yeah.